I am Glenn Tilley with Winnipeg Men Magazine, and I am here for the October 2011 report with our Mayor Sam Katz, Mayor of the city, great city Winnipeg. We don't have a whole ton of time, but let's quickly, I want to touch on the Jets got their first win last night. As our mayor, you must be excited. I know that I was trying to work at my kitchen table on some things that are overdue, past due, and you just kept watching the game.
I just wanted them to win the first one at home. That was the key thing.
Nice.
I think that's nice in front of all the fans, and it's good. It's good. Now let's just keep it going.
Yeah, there's a good feel. There's
Absolutely.
a good feel about the city. So let's talk about a couple of things. One is some time ago there was the new garbage container that that were larger and one at each household that were sort of being distributed.
240 liters. Yes.
240 liters. Yes. So what's the rollout plan for that?
Well, first of all, as you know, we asked the department to put together a waste minimization plan. They've come up with a plan, which hopefully will be endorsed by council. That's the question. Well, we're going to find out real soon.
Yeah.
We're going to find out real soon. I mean, Winnipeg right now has a 15% diversion rate, which is so far behind every other city in the country. It's time we've got a long road to catch up. We believe with this plan, we could hit the 50% diversion because we're taking into consideration everything, including, composting, organics, et cetera, et cetera. Part of the plan, as you mentioned, will be that every home will have one of those 240-liter garbage containers on wheels, as well as a recycle bin as well. So that's part of the plan. I believe everybody wants to see it done. There certainly are some people who are leery about how it should be paid for, but the facts of life are every major Canadian city in Western Canada charges a fee to get to where you want to go. In our case, a 50% diversion rate. So, it's one of these scenarios. You pay me now, or your children, grandchildren pay later.
Yeah, someone's
it's going to cost a lot more.
Yeah, someone's going to pay the bill.
And I think that, I believe people want to do the right thing, just no one ever wants to pay.
No.
I mean, I've never seen everybody stand up and applaud, yay, we're going to have to pay. That's not the case.
But are we big guys? We're not big recyclers, or
we're terrible at recycling.
We're
terrible.
But do we have the facilities to take the recycling?
Well, we will. That's all part of this plan. But I'll tell you something else. This fee, it's 13.5 cents per day. That's what it's going to cost you if it's approved.
Okay.
13.5 cents per day.
Yeah.
So to create the proper environment for your children and my children and your grandchildren to play, to live, to work, to have opportunities in our city, not such a bad thing.
Okay. So then, let's say, we're going to steer less landfill, but I take a look at all the development that's going on in the south part of the city, which is the major Waverly West or Bridgewater Forest, that whole area, and then you look out beyond that, because I live at the very south end of the city, and you drive past Brady landfill, and is that getting to where is that getting to the end of its life?
Well, we have the capacity there. I mean, but just because you have the land capacity, we know we need to change. Plus, there are certain environmental criteria that we have to meet. We're going to be spending money at Brady landfill regardless of whether we move forward or not with the waste minimization program. These are dictated by other levels of government. We must do that. It's all part of the big plan, but that has to be done no matter what.
Yeah.
So yes, we're looking at recapturing the methane. We're looking at different plans and proposals that we have on the board right now for the Brady landfill, and it'll be a much more friendly environment there, and it'll be a better place to go, and it'll also be doing a lot of good as opposed to just piling and burying garbage, because that's something you can't continue to do.
Right. Yeah. But yet, there's not a city anywhere. I mean, Toronto, we think we have a garbage problem. I sure wouldn't want theirs. I mean, they're trying to ship it to Buffalo. Everybody's running into this same issue. What are other mayors across the city, across the country saying?
Everybody has different challenges. You mentioned Toronto. They don't have the land there.
Right.
We have the land, but the realities are we have to look at the big picture. And the big picture is to get people to recycle more, to like I say, 15% is where we're at
Yeah.
with diversion, okay? We need to get to 50%. That should be our goal. And the only way to do it is to implement this plan, which a lot of time and energy, we discussed it with experts in the industry. These are the recommendations. And as I said, every councillor wants to do it. Some will play the game about who should pay what, is it too much, is it too little, whatever the case may be.
The foundation is it's got to be done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's get out of the garbage talk.
Into recycling.
Yeah, let's start talking about recycling. Let's recycle an old conversation. We've talked a little bit about Disraeli Bridge. That's underway, and obviously they're not giving you weekly updates on it, but it looks to be moving along. The weather is sure cooperating for them.
No question. I mean, this fall has been fantastic. So moving forward, right now everything is moving in the right direction. It's a major project, $200 million.
And then a little bit further north of that is Chief Peguis. Now, is that set to open soon? There's a little bit of...
Here's the interesting part. It's set to open December 1 or sooner. But as of this morning, there is a rumor, I repeat, rumor going around that 75% of it had to be redone and it was going to be delayed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. No truth to that rumor.
Okay.
What did happen, keep in mind this is a P3, a public-private partnership, is that about 200 meters of the asphalt, the contractor, using their own criteria, believed there was a little too much roll, so they're going to replace it. It's going to take 2 to 4 days to do it. There is zero cost to the city of Winnipeg.
Okay.
This will be ready a year ahead of schedule, period, end of story.
Okay, so that bodes well for your continued support of P3 arrangements, which a lot of jurisdictions and a lot of municipalities and cities are going towards, which is let the experts who know what they're doing do what they're doing. And of course, obviously, there's got to be some capital funding to it, but
Yeah, I mean,
they're motivated to get done quicker.
Yeah, the situation is quite simple. That they built it. We basically are paying them over a period of time. At the end of that period of time, they turn it over to us in pristine condition, which is why you see that this place will be maintained, Chief Peguis Trail, similarly to the William R. Clement Parkway Trail. It's immaculate because that's part of the deal.
Right.
And if they don't, then they're in big trouble. So from my point of view, there are certain situations where P3s are ideal.
Yeah.
Others, they're not. This is one that works perfectly, and we hope to utilize it as much as we can down the road.
Well, that's going to be a major. I actually just drove by there the other day, and what came to my mind is it's kind of like a Bishop Grandin North. It's that east-west thoroughfare.
Well, not only that, we also got active transportation there. I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of good things that happen there. So it's a wonderful project. I wish we could continue it, but right now we can only go so far. But there are hopes to continue it.
Okay, well, and we're going to wrap up for today, but I think next time I want to get an update on speaking of active transportation, let's go to rapid transit, where I want to we'll talk a little bit about where rapid transit is going. I know there's lots of progress being made. Maybe we'll talk a little bit.
Well, I look forward to that. I won't leave you any teasers right now. We'll discuss it at length the next time.
In November. So I'm going to sign off for now. I'm Glenn Tinley with Winnipeg Men Magazine, signing off with our Mayor Sam Katz for October, and we will see you in November where we'll talk about rapid transit.